What's up, guys? Sorry, I know I'm a little late, but Spencer Strider Day, trying to bounce back after the wild 8-6 loss to the Dodgers last night. Getting out to a 4-0 lead hurts a little bit, and then Freddie doing Freddie things against us is a different kind of feeling. Still 2 years removed. Spencer Strider's trying to bounce back after, for him, a very un-Spencer Strider-like start in terms of giving up 2 homers and just the fastball command not being there. It's a stern test. And the Braves get a major league debut, flamethrower, their version of Spencer Strider. I believe Miller, so that should be an interesting test, but Michael Harris gets a mental breather, and we'll see if that helps him get some positive things rolling in the right direction, because defensively he's been amazing, but offensively he hasn't been able to find it yet. Jason Hayward and Freddie Freeman in the same lineup against us is a different animal. First pitch strike, 98 from Strider. Fouled off. Too quickly.
No rain tonight like we had last night. That'll work good so far. Knock on wood. Last night had the 40-minute
99.
Braves bat, so we're ready in the first. Jumped out top 4-0, but then the Dodgers would come from behind and win it 8-6. Down the line, that's a great start for Mookie.
Down the line, turned on 98. Not the start you want. The Dodgers, you're not going to get away with mistakes.
Fourth and fifth one is sharp, and a good offense is going to make you pay. We see the Braves do it to other staffs every night. And now Freddie Freeman. Right back where it came from. It gets by Strider, but Artsy is there.
Ground out. Vance is the third, so productive out, but gotten out there.
Playing it perfectly up the middle, and now here's Will Smith, the catcher, taking it high and in.
His velo is not bad at all to start 98-99. Just still got to place it well.
Spencer Strider trying to get back on track after that game in Texas. Braves ended up coming back and winning that one, so he didn't take the loss. But by the numbers, his worst start of the year. He mentioned the 5 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, and then he exited after the 5th. Well, 7 punch-outs, which tells you the stuff was good. Maybe, 6 hits, 4 runs, so that would probably be the first thing I would look at, but stuff clearly was there. And with those 7 strikeouts, it means he has struck out at least
97. 1-2 count. Hopefully you get a punchy here.
This is the advantage that power pitchers have. In situations like this, with a runner third, less than 2 outs stability, you see now the Braves are going to bring the infield in with 2 strikes. Yeah, they were back. Now everybody's up. Grounder, and it gets by the draw in infield.
Hanging slider on the drawn in infield. You got to throw it down if you're going to throw it.
You got to throw that after he's been so defensive fighting off the fastball. Throw the one that finishes away in the dirt and make him chase it. This is hammered down the right field line, but thankfully
Hanging slider again. All right. Keep it at 1.
he's got the power. We talked about it last night. 15 homers. Second to Pete Alonso, 17. Down 0-2.
I don't know why you would bring the infield in there. I think Strider outthought himself on that slider. Plus, he didn't execute the slider, so.
Well, you got a guy that we talked about last night, Muncy, who does not hit for average. Usually historically just over 200, but he's got the pop in the bat, that's for sure. He's hitting 209 this year. Down and in. Tom, how do you approach a guy like that?
Carefully. I think he tried to take advantage of his big swing and his aggressive. He tried and like that pitch right there. Try to keep balls obviously out of the middle of the plate and constantly change speeds.
They got him there. Great location, and Muncy went down.
It was 90.
For Spencer.
Yeah, it's a beautiful change up there. I haven't seen too many of those.
He's fired up tonight because his changeup's at 90. It's usually at 87-ish. Yeah, they're not listening to my add-on run suites we're getting. JD Martinez.
Ball and a strike. Dodgers with 1 run in here in the first, and they've got Will Smith down at first with 2 away.
One.
Martinez down the right field line. Hooking, and
Foul again.
1-2.
2 near homers that weren't, thankfully.
See what Strider brings here. As Tom said, he got Muncy on the changeup.
I'd like to see him throw that slider down in the dirt.
All right. One's okay. Dodgers are good. Annoyingly, they recycle the good, and it works every time. JD Martinez, Jason Hayward, Miguel Rojas. I hope the chat is working. I don't know if it is. I know there's only one person in here, but I hope the chat is working. But youngster on the mound, hopefully we can take advantage of jitters. I know he throws over 100 like Strider, so we'll see how this goes. We usually have some good luck against guys making their debuts, so hopefully we will against this youngster. The Dodgers pitching is not what it normally is, but they're still finding ways to win like we are, so that's just the mark of good teams. Plain simple. I don't like when pitchers outthink themselves, but happens.
Well, the Braves have been exceptional in the first inning so far this season. Hopefully they can get it going here in the bottom of the first as they will start from behind 1-0 against the Dodgers. But you look at this Xfinity Game Changer feature. These numbers all first in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, they get after it right out of the gate, put a lot of pressure on opposing pitchers.
You're welcome, Chris. Hopefully it's a W. Right now I'm 1-2-1.
And there's Bobby Miller making his Major League debut. And first pitch, he's greeted with a hard hit ball, but thankfully for Miller, he hit it
100 miles an hour right at Max Muncy. 114 right at him. Hopefully that's not a precursor to what I appreciate that, Chris. I love what I do, and the Braves make it a lot of fun with a lot of wins, that's for sure.
24-year-old righty. 4 starts last year at AAA, 4 this year at AAA.
How did this guy not make a debut last year throwing 100?
Well, that's 3 pitches right at 100. Yeah, well, it does it a lot. Does it a lot?
No. Fastball, slider, changeup.
Well, his nickname that he got in the minors is Bobby 100 because, as we're seeing, he routinely hits 100. Goes off speed there, 1 and 2.
Slider. 100 to 88. That's a...
Coach B, you got a guy like this making his debut hard throwing.
Huh, get ready for the hater. Patience, right?
Yeah.
He's real patient. Hey, you know, and more than anything, it's like you saw Olsen there, though, laid off that slider that was kind of, you know, the good news for these hitters is you see more velocity these days than you ever have before.
Off speed there. Miller covering, and he's able to get over
Ground out.
for the upright hitter.
That's the tough one there. When you haven't seen the changeup, haven't seen the slider.
Why? Because Michael Harris is so good defensively. I know he struggled offensively, but you can't take that bat out of the lineup so much. You just can't. I know Michael is struggling, and this is more than anything just a mental breather versus a guy that's throwing 100. Good job, Sean. And that's Sam Hilliard's role, is the bench guy, role player.
Chances are it's going to be pretty straight. And we've seen that so far from the first 4 or 5 pitches. Now, it's great velocity, but these guys see that too many times.
And he goes off speed to Riley.
I mean, it's obviously going to be a fact-finding mission against Miller the first time through, even though he's going to throw 100 a lot, obviously. You can't give him that. It's got to be both sides if you give him that.
Almost 380 ERA, but 227 strikeouts in 183 innings, so that's his bread and butter.
Go, Sean! Go, Sean! Forever, forever, forever! Woo! Attaboy! Great base running, Sean. And Riley with a triple. Riley Rocket. Probably need to give Sean the gas mask, the oxygen mask.
A
elite hitters are going to make you pay. He was able to tie the game up. Yeah, Smith couldn't go on and try to apply the tag, so now the go-ahead run 90.
Come on, Eddie.
And Eddie Rosario, who always loves to play these Dodgers, digs in. We had a great matchup. I said it last night late. I think Eddie, he never comes off the fastball, even though so right here, he's got to be looking dead red for some drive. 2-0.
2-0, 2 sliders.
Well, the Braves continue to do it in the first inning. 42 runs now on the season in inning number 1 for Atlanta, most in Major League Baseball. How can they make it 43?
Good swing.
Look, and I give the Dodgers a lot of credit for bringing him up. It could have been easy to say, you know what? We're not going to have this first starter be against this Braves lineup. But, knowing they need an arm, brought him up.
Well, somebody's got to finish, right? And
for sure.
Good change there by the kid. But Eddie's not going to, like they said, Eddie's not going to come off the fastball, so you got to put it in a good spot.
Let's see how you react to it.
Yeah. Grounded to the right side, Freeman is there. And he wins the foot race. Had he tried to slide in there, but unsuccessful. Austin Riley was successful, though. He ties the game.
Good job, good job. And you saw some breaking balls, too, at least, as well. So, obviously you won't know until it reacts in the batter's box, but kind of spooked him off his fastball after that Riley triple, or double and advance on a throw, I would guess, but I would say triple. Called it a double and on throw. All right, Stride, put up an X. And Ronald's ball was 114 miles an hour, just in the wrong spot. But nice to give Strider that run right back. Hopefully he can settle in. Better. "100 miles an hour is effective, but sometimes when it's right down the middle, it gets torched."
Of course, Freddie Freeman, Jason Hayward started their careers here in Atlanta together 2010 to 2014 before going separate ways with Hayward leaving. And now they're reunited. They're in Dodger uniforms these days. Second year for Freeman, Jason Hayward. First year as a Dodger. Did not play last night, but getting the starting nod and out in right field tonight. And leading off here in the second inning. And he will face Spencer Strider, who struck out Muncy and Martinez to end the first after giving up the RBI single to Wilson. And Hayward greets him by hitting this to right field.
Jason Hayward hit a homer. Really? Whoa. Yep. That wasn't even a bad fastball either. Jeez. All right, limited again.
Fifth homer of the year for Hayward. Just like that, Dodgers back in front. It was a lot more fun way back in the day when he did that in a Braves uniform.
That's a strike. I guess the Dodgers finally fixed Jason Hayward, which is not surprising.
Well, for Strider this year, through the first 46 innings, he gave up 2 homers. And now through the last 6 1/3 innings, he's given up 3 homers. 2 against Texas, and now that one here tonight. He does settle back in and get Peralta.
You know, Tom, I have something between innings that just want to hear you expand to see here. Good slider to get him. But, you know, for Strider, how do you get some earlier contact every once in a while? You know, to help you get deeper in game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard thing to answer. It's not like he's a guy that's not in the zone early in the game, right? I mean, he's attacking. Just with that stuff, he gets tons of swings and misses. Now, part of his saving grace is I think he's had 20, may not be exactly right, 22 or 25 3-pitch strikeouts for his leagues in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
So he's a guy that when he gets ahead of you, he puts you away. He just does not. He's not one of those guys that pitches to a ton of contact.
How did we all know that the Jason Hayward thing was gonna really?
And because of that, you look at the high pitch counts. 110 is highest through 6 2/3, but several others over 100 when he only went 5 innings. Well, there's another strikeout. We know he can do that. He's got 4 of them after the first 8 batters.
But it's kind of like they said, it's kind of the same game plan against young Miller. You can get a fastball. You kind of got to connect them because if you get two strikes, it's not going to be good. That's where he wanted that fastball to Hayward, even though I don't even think that fastball to Hayward was bad.
He's filling up the zone there. He gets a grounder, but it's booted by Olsen.
Ugh.
So the inning will continue, and the lineup card will flip over. That ball had to have a ton of spin on it.
An error by Olsen, but that was a top spinning.
You know, it's one of those two, as you can see, kind of hopped on, but I'm going to guess that, you know, Matt tried to maybe hurry that a little more than he had to, but it looked like he jumped on him.
So E3 and now Mookie Betts, who doubled to start off the game and scored the first run of the contest. That's here in the second.
Can't make the mistakes against the Dodgers, and we have so far.
Strider tries to strike out the side here. With the 4 strikeouts today, he's already at 90 on the season, most in baseball. That one got away from him.
Trying to choke that fastball.
Good idea. The high fastball just a little too high.
Did he go? He went. Yes, he did.
He had earned that one.
I don't know how he laid off. I don't know how he didn't call it a strike.
See if he can get him here. Well, that would definitely miss his count full.
So many more pitches because Matt booted one. I know.
Freddie Freeman would be next. Runner at first, 2 away. And a 3-2 from Spencer Strider. That first to check over.
Oh, 4 out of 5 sliders. Yes, they did.
It was the fastball that Betts got the double on in the first. This one, the fastball, and it's fouled away.
Come on, Stride. Ball up, bud. Maybe throw a change up here.
And a 3-2 again. And he gets fastball inside. So the inning will continue. Runners at first and second. Freddie Freeman up.
Walk.
See the numbers for Freddie on the bottom right of your screen, but he's on a 12-game hit streak in his span, and he's hitting a touch below 460.
That's another thing, too, since that error. Now he's had to throw 7 more pitches.
And stressful pitches.
Yeah.
That one gets by Sean Murphy.
Ugh.
In the dirt. So now it's
Second and third.
That put him on here. That would even probably is actually not the worst thing that just happened.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do. So Freddie will try down at first, and they will be loaded for Will Smith. And before that at bat, Sean Murphy out to talk to Spencer.
Every time errors, walks open up the floodgates, and you can't do it against the Dodgers. Can't do it against any team, but especially not the Dodgers.
The inning started with a Hayward solo homer, and then it looked like Strider was going to get the next 3. He got Peralta out, and Rojas reaches on the air by Olsen, and now walks to Betts and Freeman, and we're still here at the top of the second. And a line drive base hit.
Yeah.
Smith. And the Dodgers have a 4-1 lead.
Ah.
Third as Smith slides in the scoring position.
Strider, stop throwing your slider to Smith.
That slider didn't do much. That's one of the downsides there. I guess, you spike the slider to Freddie, you put Freddie on both the bases. Well, the runner on third, he's not going to want to spike that slider again. I think that one he held on just a little bit. Didn't quite get the same rotation.
Every time air opens up the floodgates.
3 already here for the Dodgers, and we're only in the top of the second. And now Max Muncy, 1-0 pitch, is in there at the knees.
Man. Words. So many words.
This already matches the season high for runs given up by Spencer Strider. Even though because of the year, those last couple will be unearned. And anything after this. settle down here and get Matt Smuts. He's got a 1-2. High with a fastball.
Walks and errors, terrible combination.
Two down, 2-2 now. And he struck him out. Well, he does strike out the side, but not how he envisioned it. The Dodgers get 3.
This is the place to paint. Because only Ace offers the extra mile process. We'll help you get everything you need to paint in one trip.
Well, chip away, that's all we can do.
Dodders here. And with the new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like sled ball, whitewater rafting, trip oils, wave fishing.
Not a fun one.
You can say that again.
Right now, lease a new 2023 Toyota RAV4 for just $319 a month for 36 months. That's just $319 a month on the Toyota RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
We switched to Liberty Mutual and saved $652. They customize your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. With the money saved,
It's early, but
careful, babe. Saving is definitely.
yikes.
I think I got it.
Okay, show off. Only pay for what you need.
With Charlie Morton and Spencer Strider and Grove and this young kid, you thought we had the advantage, but don't execute your pitches and poor defense at times. It's not a good combo. But Spencer's been so good throughout his career. There's bound to be a bumper couple in the road.
Two of those coming after the air. That guy started it. Hayward with a solo homer, and all of a sudden it's 4-1 Dodgers. And the Braves will have Albies, Ozuna, and Arcia coming up here to face the rookie Bobby Miller.
We're talking about keeping pitch counts down. That was 15 extra pitches after that error.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's never easy.
No. And Spencer going back, checking the iPad. Hoping the bats can come back to life. Braves did get the RBI double by Riley in the first. Inside 2-1.
Come on, Oz. Get us started.
Left center, that'll do. Great start to the
Good start.
opposite field single, Ozzy Albies. Fastball on over the plate. Great swing by Ozzy.
Chip away, boys.
Good start to the inning.
I'm really pleased Braves hitters right now. He's been very erratic with his control of the slider changeup, so you can really just zero in on that fastball.
Now Marcelo Ozuna. Almost some fireworks last night with he and the catcher Will Smith after Ozuna on a follow through of a swing hit the helmet of the catcher Will Smith. He took issue with that. Had a few words with Marcel. And we'll see if anything gets reignited tonight. But after the game, they asked Marcel about it. He obviously said, I didn't intend to hit him. He said, catchers know that my backswing is extended. And I know it wasn't intentional, but he obviously was not very happy, Will Smith. Here's the 0-2. Ozuna skies it to left.
Get.
Over is Peralta.
Oh, I thought that would get out more or something. It didn't. Got in on him just enough.
On the other hand, maybe you say, well, this is where I always set up, so I'm not moving for you.
Well, then you're going to get hit. Right. I'm not moving my swing.
Right.
I mean, in Marcel's defense here, he's done that his whole entire career.
Right.
Come on, RC.
Smith said after the game, what he said to Ozuna when he was out there, we could read his lips. He said, it's not the first time he's done it to me. He's done it to other catchers in the league. He said, I know he's not doing it on purpose, but he's done it to the point where you would think he would fix it. But Jeff, to your point, Marcel's rebuttal to that is, well, you could also fix where you are in position.
I'm not fixing my swing. I mean, that's what I would say.
Yeah. It'd be a lot harder to fix a swing than to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Now RC with a 2-ball and no strike count. And he offers at it and fouls it off.
Get it up. Get it up, RC.
Bobby Miller's got a lot of friends and family, he said, that have come in for this Major League debut tonight. He's from the Chicago area. 29th overall pick in 2020. And he deals a 2-1 downstairs.
Pitch one spot.
Well, last night the Braves were up 4-1, so maybe they can flip the script on the Dodgers side and continue to tap away.
I like where your head's at, Frenchie.
Nice.
Garcia, right center. Hayward over, and it's
Ha!
so 2 outs to left by Ozuna, now right by Archie. And Sam Hilliard getting the start tonight in center instead of Michael Harris scrolls to the plate.
Come on, Hill.
Now, this is where it's tough. You talk about guys having to stay ready, stay focused. You don't play for a while. Hey, kid, you're facing 100.
That's only the 4th start this month for Sam Hilliard.
Well, I think that makes his approach even simpler, right?
What's up, Matt?
Fastball right here.
Wow, he crushed it, but he's ahead of it.
That's what you do. First at bat in 3 weeks. Just go for the fastball and not get. There's not a lot of people in here, so.
And there he went off speed 0-2.
That's one of the better changeups he's thrown tonight. Yeah.
Come on, Hill. 0-2 Magic.
So probably not giving Sam a fastball here.
Not one he can hit.
Yeah, he's right over his head.
No, he didn't. He went breaking and he got it. 0-2, make it 0-3.
All right, well, nothing. Hopefully Spencer can just put some zeros up and see what we can do offensively.
No one should pay for another driver's mistake. That's why I'll fight to get your bills paid, your car repaired or replaced, and give you a great settlement. Insurance companies don't make it easy to get everything you're entitled to, but I do.
Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Dodders keep coming at you in waves.
Starting your business or buying your first home, the complexity of real estate can be rather overwhelming. That's where our professionals at Copper Ridge Realty come in.
And it's very, very annoying.
Understanding of their needs. They're always excited to help navigate the process to find the very best fit. When choosing a local expert, choose Copper Ridge Realty.
Yeah, after you got that first pitch fastball, you would hope that stayed fair because you knew he wasn't going to get one after that.
Tenured Volkswagen staff in the Carolinas that are here for you before, during, and after the sale. Our dedicated team of professionals has the knowledge and experience that has earned us the J.D. Power's Dealer of Excellence Diamond status.
Drive a new Tiguan for just $299 a month, or the fully electric ID4 for just $399 a month.
For a customer experience that's truly exceptional, visit Volkswagen South Charlotte.
I love how, yeah, Spencer hasn't been his best the last two starts, but I love how everybody wants to jump to conclusions about something being wrong. Sometimes Texas and the Dodders are not two lineups to not sneeze at, and if you don't execute, you're going to get burned. And maybe a couple of those 100 pitch outings did him in a little bit, but it's the reality. And if Matt doesn't make it that error, it's still only 2-1, but it's not. So hopefully you can put up some donuts and see what happens.
And there's legitimate like no clouds. Yeah, it's really strange. Look overhead, you see all this blue, just a touch of red. Well, the radar does not look too threatening. I think we'll keep playing. I don't think we got to worry about this. This just waters your tulips. J.D. Martinez is the only guy who didn't bat in the second, leading off the third 0-2.
And Spencer really right here could use a pretty quick inning.
You mentioned the 15 extra pitches in the second after the error by Olsen. And pitch number 47 is a good one. He's got 6 strikeouts.
And he's got 4 or 5's number in the order of Monse Martinez.
And struck him out all 4 times.
And that's the slider. And I know they're all not going to be perfect, but that's when Spencer misses, if he can miss low, he's never going to get hurt on that pitch. I don't see for 7 done, but. Sorry, Tom, I don't think they got you on.
Tom's mic is off. Hey, you're back. Turn me on. Let's go. You want to join the party? Yeah.
No, but 100%. That's his finished slider. You know, and I think, look, this is part of. This is going to be part of the learning curve for Spencer, right? And I'm not suggesting for any second that he thinks this is easy, but he's had a ton of success. And, you know, you're going to have some hiccups. And
Yeah, even Greg Maddox and John Smoltz and
statistically, it's really not all that bad, but certainly not what he's accustomed to. So now he's got to try to get it back. But the balancing act is sometimes you force the issue, you know, and you get really overreacted to it instead of just kind of working on it and bringing it along. Not like, hey, I'm fixing this right now and we're moving on, because it doesn't work that way.
After the strikeout of Martinez, a 4-pitch walk to Hayward, who hit the homer in the second, and now Peralta.
obviously you need to adjust, but he doesn't have a lot of.
It's got to be night and day. No, for sure. And he'll, you know, again, I'm not suggesting that, oh my God, it's 2 bad starts in a row. I'm not suggesting that at all. It's 2 starts in a row that he hasn't been accustomed to. So, you know, he wants to fix it.
It is what it is, but you also can't forget what got you here.
Doesn't necessarily happen overnight.
There's a good fastball that he's wide.
And that's the reality. So it's a hard balancing act. And
When you sit here and watch him, is he off a little bit? Yeah, a tiny bit, but it's not far. It's, you know, one little pitch here, one there. And to Jeff's point earlier, you might make a pitch here or there against other teams to get away with it. A little bit more magnified against an offense like this.
Well, 2 of the best, if not the best, offenses in the National League squaring off here in this series. 2-2 pitch. And he spoils it into the Braves dugout.
You think too, they've found off some tough pitches to stay alive. That's the Mets are another team we've seen frustrate Spencer at times because they're able to foul balls off and keep counts going.
There's another one.
I mean, yeah, there's like literally nothing. Sometimes you just
Exactly. You end up making a mistake.
I don't know if you saw that stat correctly. I will look at it in a second. I don't know. I don't know if that's correct or not, but Riley's starting to turn it around. So, I mean, at least both of those guys are feeling a lot better.
Kind of works, right?
Yeah.
Fellow rookie Miguel Vargas gave him that hit last month, and it stuck.
Right. Yeah, so I mean, it's a good thing for both of them, and Riley's turning it around, so that's nice to see.
Sorry, Brandon, a young guy, having success. Pitchers make adjustments back to you, and that's the whole talk. And it's what we're talking to about with Michael Harris. It's no different.
It says a mile in the air, heading for the seats.
He had some of the highest fly balls I've seen.
Yeah, he had a couple of those last
It was off for two foul, and then the third one was, as you said, Chattanooga.
That's how you know. Also went all the way out to the wall and right to grab it. 2 down and a 2-2 pitch. And that one bouncing in.
Ugh. That's the ebbs and flows of baseball for sure.
He's 5% changeup on the season. Well, there he goes with a slider, and he gets out for the second time. 7 strikeouts again for Strider.
Let's get some runs. We gotta start spreading out our first inning ability to other innings. We have to. I know it's easier said than done because baseball is so hard, but we have to somehow. We have to. We haven't been able to really do the smaller things either. The get them on, get them over, get them in, sack flies, productive outs, things either later in the game as well. That's kind of been a bugaboo. And again, we're still.
So you can enjoy a reliable
I think as a catcher you have the right to be frustrated by it, but Ozuna's not going to change the way he swings. So, like they said earlier, and I don't like the fact that Will Smith said Ozuna didn't apologize because he did, and you can move or not, but it's just going to happen, and Ozuna's not going to change his swing for it. Hey, and if we have a bad series against the Dodgers in the regular season, well, hopefully that means if we face them in the postseason, we'll be good. But I mean, the Dodgers are very annoyingly good, and that hasn't changed.
The sharp grounder to Muncie. Alan Porter, did nature call for Alan Porter?
I think so. I don't know why he didn't run all the way to the grave stopper.
It's actually, in all seriousness, something going over the lights. They were flickering the last half inning. Alan Porter went to check on that. So it wasn't me imagining things. No.
Yeah.
Two or three times.
Come on, Ronnie. Get started. I mean, I don't think it's. Ozuna does that 3 times a series. It's just his swing, and is what it is.
Tom, last time you and I were together solo, we talked about the comp to Ricky Henderson. There's only 2 players in Major League Baseball history to lead their league in steals and OPS. Willie Mays, Ricky Henderson. Now it's early, but right now
leadoff walk. Hopefully that comes around, and a lot more does. Come on, Matt.
I wasn't trying to figure out if he was trying to blow up the rock or he was mad that he won.
No, he was blowing up, man. After that 3-0, you saw Ronald kind of looking. He went back in there again, and I could get rattled a little bit.
Yeah, Ronald was staring Miller down as he trotted down to first base. Night 2 of fireworks here in Atlanta between the Dodgers and the Braves.
Love this action.
Well, look, it's been 2 of the best teams in baseball for a while. Kind of expect these things might boil up from time to time. Ronald goes to second.
Got a baby, Ronnie.
I gave you those stats last night.
I think everybody called that before the season started, honestly. Just how healthy he looked during spring training. Come on, Ronnie. Come on, Matt.
Get some dirt on that white uni. He's in scoring position, and now an 0-1 pitch coming from Miller to Matt Olson.
Called that. It wasn't a strike, but he called that earlier.
63 stolen bases allowed by the Dodgers, most of the majors.
That's the thing, during a long season like that.
Definitely, I'll say 30 and 40 at least.
Each run is so important. That's what teams can really take advantage.
Yeah, you can dismiss it during the regular season, but it's glaring in the postseason.
Come on, Matt. Productive out, at least. Come on, but stay back.
Certainly 2 teams familiar with the postseason and tracking there again. Dodgers leading the West with the 30-19 record. Braves 29-18, 4.5 up over the Mets of the NL East.
Good take, Matt. Good take.
In the American year than the National Braves. 10-10 against the American League, but 19-8 against National League foes. 2-2 pitch. Reaches forward, fouls it back.
Get out. Good at bat, Matt.
Pretty impressive foul by Philadelphia.
Changeup. That was a good pitch. Spoiled a good one. Tom, what have you thought of Bobby Miller so far?
I mean, there's a lot to like, obviously. I mean, as we've talked about, fastball come in, certainly can get better. Bring along his off-speed pitches and make them more of a weapon.
Good take.
3-2.
Yeah, he's throwing some good change-ups. The consistency, obviously, not quite there.
Well, Acuna's on pace to lead
There's a lot to like.
a lot of things.
Dodgers top-ranked pitching prospect, number 6 overall pitching prospect in baseball, according to MLB.com. His 3-2 offering is fouled off, so the at-bat continues.
Atta baby, Matt. Keep it going.
He's frustrated right now. He wanted that changeup ball. You're not going to get that up here most of the time, and then you just throw a pitch and down AAA. That's probably straight 3. Big league hitter fouls it off, and now he's got to throw another one.
10 pitch of the at-bat. And he got Olsen with a heater. 99 on the outside.
Good at bat, Matt. I know it was a strikeout, but hopefully that'll lead to something good.
Second big league strikeout for Bobby Miller. And now Sean Murphy, who singled and scored in the first, comes to the plate.
Come on, Sean.
Sean with the 2 ribbies last night, now 36 on the season, 3rd in the National League.
LOL.
See if he can bring in Ronald here.
Hanger. Hanger, but after seeing 100,
Miller's 1-1, foul down the right field line.
get a dunker.
Miller has going on, so he started the year with a shoulder injury. Didn't make his first start this year until April 29th. When he didn't work past the 4th inning in his first 3 starts, so they're still trying to get him back to speed. You throw him that with this being his debut, and we'll see how long Dave Roberts lets him go tonight. And I think if you're him, this at-bat with Murphy, to me, is something I go back and look at later. His first at-bat, fastball, Murphy ripped it for a base hit. This at-bat, slider, strike 1, and then when he comes back with that fastball, same location, now all of a sudden Sean's a little bit late on it, so it just shows you the value of having a hitter have to worry about it on pitch.
Come on, Sean.
Well, he's got Murphy 1-2. And then he bounces it. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Find some grass, but
Ronald led off with a walk, stole second. He's in scoring position. And the Braves try to inch closer here. Let he go, they say no.
oof, might have gotten away with one there. Take it.
Braves doing a good job now, working a lot of 3-2 counts.
Dude, thank you. Might have gotten a gift there from Jim Wolf. Well, that hit Wash.
Oof. Wash.
He's okay. It's got to be more than that to take that wrong, Washington.
He might be okay physically, but I guarantee you Aussie's going to wear him out.
Look at this.
Another payoff pitch. Grounder, stop by
Yeah.
That saves a run.
Muncie. Damn it. Words.
It's really his first season of being an everyday third baseman. He's played there before, but played first and second's kind of guy that's bounced around. But he's able to rob Sean Murphy of a hit to left, and now a meeting on the mound here before Austin Riley bats. Let's get our game nugget presented by Chick-fil-A. And it features Austin Riley. Became the fourth player for his franchise history with 500 hits, 100 homers, and 3
I know it's not just us, but it feels like we hit the ball hard right at people all the time, and they make amazing plays. It's like I think we lead Major League Baseball in barrel outs. There's another one. There's another one. I had to put that out in the universe.
You need to spend your seats.
There was only 87 off the bat, but still a liner.
Every day, businesses everywhere are asking.
Is it possible?
With Comcast Business, it is. Is it possible?
2 starts.
Online platform safe from cyber threats?
So we can better protect our customer data?
Absolutely.
How we develop healthcare virtually anywhere?
We can help with that.
Is it possible to use predictive monitoring for desk operations issues?
We can help with that too. With global secure networking from Comcast Business. It's not just possible, it's happening.
Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented in part by Zaxby's.
Look, I know our rotation injuries are magnifying things about the struggles of Strider in the last 2 starts, but he kept us in the ball game against Texas. We eventually came back and won, and the Dodgers, I mean, you can't give them extra outs, and we did that, and they took advantage. It's not. Why aren't they not good at, like, that's just not even a right mindset.
So, of course, 9 years for the Braves, 05 to 2013, and taking in the ball game tonight. Spencer Strider gets the strike call there, but
Did you see Rojas?
Rojas didn't like it. Rojas takes this one high, 1-1. So Strider with the strikeouts in the third has 7 strikeouts again.
We're 29-18, guys. Don't. It's not.
That one fouled the bat, but it hit him in the batter's box, touching Rojas, so just a foul ball. Reaching for it right center field. Acuna charging and taking it.
Good job. Good job.
One away.
Good running catch there.
A memorable moment for Mr. Tim Hudson. Chipper could laugh. Everybody could laugh about it. Even gave a little hat tip to the crowd for that one. I'm sure he's thrilled we just showed that.
I'm sure he's loving it.
Well, he may not know unless somebody tells him later or in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah, I would say.
I have a feeling Fritchie's texting it right now.
Blow him up about that one.
Four-time All-Star, a lot of good things we could have shown, but that was the
Yeah,
greatest.
exactly.
That's the greatest thing we had in our arsenal right there.
You ever do that, Tom?
No, I don't think I did. No.
What was your biggest blunder on the mound, Tom?
I don't know, but I'm sure if I did with that correction, we'll find it before too long. But I don't think I did that.
They're digging through the archives right now.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Fouled off by Mookie Betts. 2-2. Jeff, how about your biggest blunder?
Top that, where I start. I had a good one in Texas, the old stadium from right field. I threw one about 6 rows deep.
Was this rookie year or were you a seasoned vet? Oh, we got one for Tom Glavine. Hang on.
Yeah, look at that.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Oh my gosh.
What post did they ask you to go for there? There's a strikeout.
I know some collection that one of the card companies did. I forget what it was called.
Nice strikeout by Spence there.
That was for Hugo Bloss.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been.
Looked like your best Derek Zoolander blue steel up there.
Oh, man.
Jeff, when you threw that 6 rows deep, were you a rookie? How old were you?
No, I was once or twice a year. I'd let one go and it'd go in the stands.
I think he's looking at the text you sent him, Jeff.
I guess something about the text.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Freddie Freeman grabs it foul. 1-1.
I just wanted to come watch a game. Get ripped.
Yep, that glance is for you. This one came in on the hands. Will flare out to shallow left. And RC will take it. Strider gets a much needed 1-2-3 inning.
And Lowe's, find products from better known businesses all around the store.
I'm trying to figure out the magic words for us to score more runs after the first inning. Right now we're just not doing it.
At Volkswagen in South Charlotte, happy employees mean happy customers. We have the longest tenured Volkswagen staff of airliners that are here for you before, during, and after the sale. Our dedicated team of professionals has the knowledge and experience that has earned us the J.D. Powers Dealer of Excellence Diamond status.
Drive a new Tiguan for just $299 a month, or the fully electric ID4 for just $399 a month.
For a customer
5-minute major game is coming up here. That's what the ultimate goal is.
South Charlotte.
It's time.
And that would be huge, obviously, to lose their captain, Ben, and of course, player 30.
Marcy Glass has just the right style to fit your personality. Servicing the Carolinas for over 30 years, we have the glass expertise you need, all in one place. From glass showers, doors, mirrors, windows, and more, to window replacement or repair, to custom glass cutting, which we can do on site. Let Parsi Glass help reinvent the way you see glass. Parsi Glass. Schedule an appointment today.
Tonight's expanded game break. Here's a surprise for you, Jeff Francoeur, wearing trainer clothing with
That one, yep.
I remember Dodders fan hit that ball, and the second time that I threw it and it didn't go anywhere, I knew when I picked it up, this is my last chance for it's inside the park. Literally going on. The worst part about that was I had a 2-run homer against Strasburg that day instantly, and not one person ever mentioned it.
Come on, Eddie, get us started.
That is one of the greatest moments in television history right there.
Jimmy rocking the goatee there? I like that.
That's why you don't play for the Phillies, Jeff.
Gosh. I think the fans actually weren't too hard on me in right field.
I mean, how can you argue good laugh? I needed that.
Thanks. I'm glad I could.
Thank you. Well, we brought out some good stuff tonight. Gretchen Katie, our producer, and everybody in the truck doing a phenomenal job digging into the archives. Let's see if the Braves can get the bats going here. Down 4-1 at the bottom of the fourth. Rosario slaps it to third. And once he throws it across.
Mm.
I think if you're Dave Roberts, you're looking out at Bobby Miller making his major league debut, saying, boy, pretty good job, young man.
Yeah, I think you're going to be happy with both kids these last 2 nights.
Well, that's two things what I've seen from the off-speed stuff is starting to play up. It's getting in the zone now. It's getting more comfortable. There you go, right there with the change-up at 90.
Yeah. Well, when the heater's 100, I guess the change-up could be 90.
It's 10-mile-an-hour separation, right? So.
0-2.
Yep, now he's found it.
I remember he was making his second ever big league start. He lasted into the fifth and then exited. Now Miller with his debut, he's got an 0-2 count on Ozzie Albies.
He's found it a bit, unfortunately. Get down. Thank you. Attaboy, Oz. Hopefully Ozzy's okay.
So this is one, too, for Alta. In what you have back, and they never really had a chance to catch that ball. If you're going to do that, you better at least block it, right? Exactly, yeah.
I don't think Miller liked that pitch too much. Good swing.
Marcell has hit safely in 9 straight, and he's driven in 9 runs in those contests. Did he hit him on the follow-through?
It sounded like he did. I thought he did, or was it the ball? It did sound like something, didn't it? I think it was the ball maybe hit the mask.
Nope, missed him. Oh, got him on the way back. Well, there wasn't a discussion about the second time through last night. And now an 0-2 at a time.
Good take. We're having really good at bats. I feel like it's just hitting where they are.
Change his eyes a little bit. I like a cookie right down the middle of the plate. And that one gets by Will Smith. So now Ozzy's going to get to third.
Now to Marcell, you got to put the ball in play here. Now pretty much anywhere. They're going to concede the run. They're going to throw a curveball on them, huh?
I think that was the sweeper.
Two balls and two strikes.
Good take.
That's a good take by Marcel there.
And that's the difference this whole month. Did not see him. Back in April, that's strike 30 and walking back. Instead, you're going to have to make a quality pitch to get him out.
Was 5 for 59 coming into this month. But he has changed the course of his season. Then he does swing and miss.
Gah!
Two.
Pleasant.
So they're 2 away.
That was a good pitch. Damn it. Can't. Can't do the little things, but also that was really good execution. How about you throw another sweeper in the dirt?
That's a good sequence of pitches. The first one, like you said, clearly off the plate. Now as a hitter, you think, well, he's got to make an adjustment, throw over a strike. It starts as a strike, but doesn't finish on his own.
He's ahead of Arcia here 0-2. They got a piece of Will Smith.
Yeah, that took a bite.
They're going to be in this series.
Yeah, and this year, I mentioned last night, he missed 2 weeks with a concussion back in mid-April after taking a couple foul balls off his face mask against the Giants. Downstairs 1-2. Braves' only run came in the first. Now looking for another here in the fourth against the 24-year-old righty. Fastball again at 100 miles an hour.
I'm just thinking along now. He was on that pitch, so I would think Miller possibly he might see that slider here off the plate. Then if he's going to that fastball, he's got to go in.
Thought he had it, but he missed just outside.
Well, that was not a strike.
Great pitch, he missed. Two down and now a 2-2 pitch.
Get out. Choke a sweeper and dirt ball it, please.
Ozzie down at third. And Orlando Arcia waiting the offer from Bobby Miller. And it misses and the count runs full.
As they come with the heaters, he come back with that same pitch, thinking he'll expand like Ozuna did.
I tell you what, those two pretty good sliders they played off. And I'll try it again.
Fastball grounded to third. And Arcia.
Yeah! Really good at bats, just absolutely zero to show for it.
Don't use straws, don't use plastic bags, don't use hairspray, drive a hybrid, drive an electric. There are so many ways to help the environment. It could be overwhelming, but the easiest way to make a difference can be as simple as paying your gas bill. With the Green Light program from Georgia Natural Gas, the carbon released from using natural gas in your home will have a net zero impact on the environment. And now you can get 6 months of Greener Light free when you sign up. Georgia Natural Gas.
Bajillion 3 full counts the last couple innings, just haven't been able to make him pay for them.
with brand filters in your pocket. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Dodders here. And with the new Toyota, you can do all your favorite features. What is my call? White water rafting. Shrimp boils.
Super
I
fresh.
don't understand why people are so surprised that millennials are obsessed with charcoal reports. Like, are you kidding me? Like, we've been eating charcoal reports for electrical.
6 months on a new 2023 Toyota.
Such a frustrating game.
99% APR. Toyota RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota. Let's go places. Ace is the place for paint because only Ace offers the extra mile promise. We'll help you get everything you need to paint in one trip or we'll deliver it free. Ace is the only national hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint in over 4,000 stores. Our best premium paint with a huge selection of colors. Premium paint, award-winning service, and the extra mile promise. Ace is the place for paint. Right now, get 20% off gallons of and interior paint. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
MLBshop.com. That's where you go to see our variety selection of authentic caps, there's collectibles, t-shirts, and more. Get your Braves gear. MLBshop.com. Dodgers winning last night 8-6. They lead it here tonight 4-1 in the second game of the series as we go to the fifth. Brandon Gaudin, Tom Glavine, Jeff Francoeur, Kelly Kroll, and Spencer Strider back in the center of the diamond. First pitch, Will Smith grounds it to Ozzie. One pitch, wild.
One pitch, one out.
Yep. Had an easy inning last inning, so that helps the pitch count.
And he set down 6 in a row. This next pitch will be his 80th. And as Jeff pointed out last time, these next two guys are the ones he's had pretty good success with tonight. Muncy and Martinez are 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts combined.
Muncy going with the early timeout.
Yeah, for the first pitch, we don't see that one often.
Bold strategy.
Yeah, first pitch changeup. You wasn't sure how to react to that.
Come on, Stride. Come on, Stride.
Talk with Strider about can you be dominant with essentially 2 pitches, that 4-seamer and the slider. Seems to be working in the changeup a little bit more. As this one is hit in the air to center. Ballpark will hold it though. 2 outs. As Spencer continues to progress, what are your thoughts on his pitch mix?
Well, listen, I love him having a changeup. Now, I would not go overboard trying to make that a huge part of his game. Could he take it from 4% to 10, 12%? Yeah, probably. And I think he can do that relatively easy. It would be a huge weapon for him. You're not going to get away. You're not going to change from fastball slider to fastball changeup. But I do think there's no question, especially against lefties. There's something soft going away from them and certain rights.
So, yeah, but from a certain lefties who, look, sliders good for their bat power.
Yeah.
And that changeup to me for certain guys, Muncy's a perfect example. I think it's a great pitch for him.
He has thrown 10 of those changeups tonight, that Strider.
I know the shooting Martinez had a great time here last night. Not so much tonight.
A different story. Last night, 4 hits, 2 homers. So far tonight, 2 strikeouts swinging. He does get a hold of this one, but Hilliard had it played perfectly. It's another 1, 2, 3 for Strider. We're halfway home.
RV? Hey, everybody, look at the RV and smile. This is what you want for your family portrait.
Good point. We bubbled the book with our home and auto.
Soroka, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, 96 pitches, 58 strikes. That is a big step forward.
A journey of 1,000 songs begins with a single note, and a tradition found in a singular place. the birthplace of America's music, Mississippi. The cradle of the blues, the land where country music was rooted, and rock and roll was first feel its way. Come on to the past, present, and future of America's music. Mississippi. Why the words from?
I'm Peter Davidson, because before 11 a.m., I like to keep it toned down and simple, just like Taco Bell breakfast, with fluffy eggs, sausage, and a crispy hash brown. Isn't that right, co-host Ron?
Are we on TV right now?
I don't know.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun, more of this and this. So you can do more of that and that. Yes, have more fun with great brands at the best prices only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
After an accident, always call an experienced personal injury attorney first. Our winning team will protect your rights and see that you get the most money possible. That's the strong arm.
We moved to the bottom of the fifth, Brakes trailing by 3. Sam Hilliard leading things off, getting the start in center field tonight.
0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Not going to cut it against the Dodders. Not going to cut it against anyone.
He is fighting so hard right now to get in a good place, and that's one of the toughest places to be. Get off to a slow start. You want to make something good happen, and he is trying so hard every at bat to try and make something happen. I guess you guys, we often use the word pressing a little bit, and he goes, we're working on a couple things mechanically, trying to just keep him from falling so far forward and staying behind the ball a bit better. But he said, before you know it, Michael Harris is going to snap out of this.
Yeah, you would think so. Hitless in the last 6 games, and they're just giving him a day, as Kelly alluded to, their rest.
Come on, Hill.
Well, a lot of times you do a lot of work early, whether it's on the field or the cage, just try to get your swing where you want it, and then just take a night and take a mental blow.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's harder when you have an injury early in the season because you just come out of spring training, you're not really going yet, and now you're down. Everybody else is out there kind of getting going, getting their timing and doing their thing, and now when you come back, it's like you got to catch up, and I think you can put a lot of pressure on yourself versus, if it's a little bit later in the season and you've had some success and you have some foundation to kind of rely on, it might be a little bit easier to come back and be confident with where you were, but when you haven't gotten there yet, to me, I think it's a little bit tougher.
And Hilliard in his stead, striking out for the second time tonight, 1 away.
I think for him, other than the season, he's slotting in there in that fifth hole, expecting to drive it.
Oy, oy, oy.
When you're not doing it, you start to, you press. You grind on yourself.
And then back straight on April 6th. It looked like an innocent sliding in San Diego. Goes on the IL. Ends up missing 19 games. And then Harris comes back and jars his knee running down the first baseline and misses a couple more.
This has not been fun.
Back to the top, Ronald Acuna says this out of play.
Yeah, we talked to 1 year ago to right now. He was a AA and Mississippi player. So this game's not easy. He'll make the adjustments.
One and two to Ronald. He grounded out the first. He walked in the third.
Well, new plan. Let's just score 10 runs every first inning, and then we're good.
It was the last at bat that Ronald kind of had to stare off with Bobby Miller on that walk in the third.
Good take, Ronnie.
The way he takes that change up, he saw that right out of the hand, spit on it.
He fouls that one off and stays 2-2.
Good take.
3 balls and 2 strikes now. Ronald 11 homers, 27 ribbies, his 20th stolen base earlier in the game, and here he grounds it to Rojas. And there are 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Another 3-2 count, but we couldn't make it pay.
Message from Racetrack.
Knock game day out of the park. Gets you going at Racetrack, proud hometown partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Matt Olson to face Bobby Miller, 2 out, nobody on. Oh. Boy, Will Smith really is having to go back there.
You gonna yell at Matt for that?
Well, Miller up at 90 pitches now here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
I think they're thrilled to get him through this inning and call it a night.
It's like 7 3-ball counts, but we haven't been able to.
That Dodger bullpen was effective last night. They brought in 5 different relievers over the last 5 innings to take care of the Braves. 1-2 for Bobby Miller. And Olsen fouls it back and out play.
Yeah, 2 fastballs and 100. Probably going to see that changeup maybe now.
That was the changeup, right? It was.
Fouling a lot of stuff off should be a good thing, but it's not.
Now back to the fastball high. Two outs in the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that ends the 5th inning. Still 4-1 Dodgers.
Nasty pitch. Tipped the cap to Miller, but man, this game is lovely frustrating.
Your mobile speeds are already amazingly fast, but now
Well, at least the Phillies and
because Spectrum Internet, Advanced Wi-Fi, and mobile all work together. It's like speed on top of speed on top of speed.
well, at least the Phillies and Mets are losing at the moment, so that's a thing.
And then he was shot out of the cannon.
It's really frustrating.
Change my mind. Get fast speeds on your mobile devices with Speed Boost, only from Spectrum Mobile.
You need to know what's happening, but sometimes you need just a little bit more. We're covering the good stories.
Oh, this day is frustrating. It's
Next live, Haley Steinfeld from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Plus, Michael Yuri. And Peter Bill Idol's encore winner.
Live with Kelly and Mark tomorrow night on Channel 9.
Well, we continue our roast of former Braves tonight as we take a look at our Zaxby's indescribably good play. Nobody's safe. Even John Smoltz. The barrel roll, the head off. And nothing to show for it. But
You're talking about the hair of it.
there's a good play. How about this when he got out on top glove and went over the fence?
I would not look at him. I would not give the satisfaction.
You could have been running harder down the line. You thought you had a hill.
No, that's all I have.
I agree. You
Listen, that was fourth gear for me. And that's but that's what I said to my first base coach when I was walking off the field. I said, "You're supposed to get that." He said, "Yeah." And you were hurt.
Oh, sixth inning now. Another former Brave, who's Jason Hayward. He had a solo homer in the second. He walked in the third.
The Barrel Bull trying to touch the bag was outstanding. It's
0-2.
still a good 8 feet away from
Yes,
the bag.
not even close. John was kind enough to join our pregame show. He and Chipper Jones to announce that when the Braves play the Mets on June the 8th, it'll be you two guys with those two guys for a 4-man broadcast. Look at that, 6/8/23. Clear your calendars.
Well, Brandon asked Jeff and said he could become Larry.
Yes, right.
Jeff replied to that.
So it's Larry Jones that night.
That'd be fun, right? I don't know how much baseball will be called, but it'll be fun.
I can't wait to put my feet up. Get something cold to drink. Just enjoy it. Foul back, still 1-2. I'm just wondering which one.
1-2. They've done a nice job too of fouling stuff off.
This one to right, over as a cut. He can't get there. He does, however, hold Hayward to a single. Well, good night for Jason Hayward and another return home here.
Another former friend turned foe hit.
Yeah, Jason's always had that with long arms, and that one gets off the end of the bat.
Yeah, it was a good pitch. Good changeup. You just tip your hat. Just got off the end of the bat. Got enough of it.
And here's David Peralta, who's 0 for 2. You can see Strider get up there the pitch count, 92 now.
Out, stride.
That hit by Hayward broke the streak of 8 straight retired for the Braves right-hander.
Probably should have been a.
And Spencer deals the 2-1.
5 and dive first.
Trying to get David Peralta, the longtime Arizona Diamondback, used to be a pro of the Dodgers, now on their side. And he got it. Nice strikeout tonight for Spencer.
He's used that changeup a lot more, which is nice to see. Maybe do that against the higher powered offenses.
Back-to-back pitches there. Slider for strike 2 on the outer half of the plate. Kind of out in front of it. Then comes back with the slider on the inner half. Finishing down out of the zone. Swinging over the top. Good pitch.
And now, Alvin, who struck out twice in the second and third, both times swinging. Strider trying to get you double-digit strikeouts for the 4th time this season. Season high was 13 in their game against Miami in April.
I guess he was not looking for that. But
No, I don't know why he wouldn't have been. He struck out twice already.
be a 1-0 cookie.
Fastball outside, 1-2, outside corner. One strike away from a 10K. Hayward got it first with a leadoff single.
He's got 10 Ks, but he's not going to be happy with this outing, and that's the joy of Spencer. The joy of the competitor of Spencer Strider, I guess I should say.
It's really a shame because you go outside that second inning. Yes, he gives up the home run to Hayward, but then he gets 2 strikeouts in the air. And after that, it just kind of unraveled for 4 more batters.
And 3 runs that inning, those last 2 because of the air were unearned. And that looms large right now here, a 4-1 game in the 6th. Rojas cuts through at 1-2. Well, let's see if he can end the night with a little exclamation mark. Strider deals. He struck out another.
Attaboy, Stride. Attaboy.
Now the Braves need to get the bats going.
Statistically, the moon is losing color. But who wants a gray world? Well, look at this. Honey yellow. Pale indigo.
Wonder if there's a way to act like it's the first inning every inning. Is there a magical way to do that? Because that would be awesome. It would be awesome.
Every day, businesses everywhere are asking,
Is it possible?
Comcast Business, it is.
Is it possible to help keep our online platform safe from cyber threats?
So we can better protect our customer data?
Absolutely.
How would I help care for sharing anywhere?
You can help with that.
Is it possible to use predictive monitoring to address operations issues?
You can help with that too. The global secure networking from Comcast Business. It's not just possible, it's happening.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Get a Tucson or Santa Fe with 2.9% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
But I know offense is going these spurts. I just wish, because he literally he gave up 5 hits in that error.
Pretty darn good ball game. Yeah. See if the Braves can get to the bullpen. Yinsi Almonte, he threw the 7th last night and set down the top 3 of the Braves order in order. He starts here with Sean Murphy.
Runs.
Almonte's second year with the Dodgers after 4 with the Colorado Rockies. And he misses outside 2-0.
Come on, Sean, get it started.
Yep, sweeper. That's his bread and butter. That was Tom's favorite pitch back in the day. He used to throw it all the time. Well, there he goes with the fastball to these 2-2.
So I guess
That's so weird. And that's the one thing about pitchers is they start 2-0 and then they drop two perfect pitches on you. It's the impossibility of hitting. It's really a
Braves' long run came all the way back in the first inning. And they asked if he would, and unfortunately, Sean did. And there's one away here in the sixth.
can't get anything started.
Yeah, similar to the one that they did call last time up. That time they did.
And Sean's now 1 for 3. So after Bobby Miller made his major league debut with 5 innings against this tough Braves lineup and only gave up 1. Now it's the Dodger bullpen. The Dodger bullpen, as we discussed last night, came into the series second to last in the National League in ERA at almost 4.65. 2-0 here to Riley.
See, another 2-0 count, and they're gonna somehow. Almonte is gonna be awesome.
And that's free, giving Spencer Strider a hug over there in the dugout. And fastball at the knees, 3-1.
The Blue Jays are having a party tonight against Tampa, 20-1.
Spencer said Max is one of his mentors.
3-1 Kirby sweeper. Sorry. Make it 3-2.
Sweeper. I think he's going to go too smart. He's going to go with sweeper.
3-2. Riley's driven in the only run for the Braves. For that double at first, it is a sweeper.
Yeah! Another 3-2 count, nothing to show for it. So many words.
Just under 50% hard hit rate.
He's 0 for 2 tonight. That's not normal for Eddie against these Dodgers.
A guy with an 8.10 ERA and 3-ball counts and 2 strikeouts. That's how the luck is going right now against these guys.
Of course, that includes the NLCS MVP a couple of years ago. Just missed extra bases there.
Yeah, it's not like that's traditionally been one of the weaker pitching staffs in baseball. He's doing that damage on.
They had led the majors, the Dodgers, in ERA each of the last 4 seasons.
These guys have kind of been effectively wild in a way.
All the injuries to their starting rotation of May, Urias, and Bueller. 2-2 pitch to Eddie. Fouls it off. Almonte struck out Murphy and Riley. Now he's trying to get Eddie Rosario here. But Eddie just won't go away.
We've had a lot of really good at-bats tonight. Just nothing to show for it at all.
Will Smith calls time.
That's a pitch timer violation anyway.
We provide you with a quick message from Delta.
Braves country, fast, free Wi-Fi is rolling out. Enjoy with a free Sky Miles membership. Delta, official airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Was that not a pitch timer violation? Or did he call time just in time?
Well, Yinsi Almonte had a great 2022. He's been struggling this year, but so far here in Atlanta in this series, he's retired all 5 Braves that he's faced. See if Eddie Rosario can change that. Another foul ball. And he's worked it full as he dances out of the way. Almonte sets, kicks, and deals, and he strikes out the side. Murphy, Riley, Rosario all down swinging.
Another 3-ball count that didn't result in anything positive. Whew, this game's frustrating. I mean, obviously it should be 2-1. It's not. You can't beat yourself.
Because on every trip and every time you travel in the South, we want you to arrive. A message from the All South Highway Safety Team.
It's definitely not the night.
Volkswagen Taos, German engineering everyone can do. Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 1.9% APR financing for 36 months on the 2023 Taos SE from use one for just $269 a month.
You need to know what's happening, but sometimes you need just a little bit more. We're covering the good stories in our community, so you'll have a complete picture to start the day. Channel 9, I put this news.
Spencer kept us in this ball game. We just can't get the big hits.
Next 5, Haley Steinfeld from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Can't do it right now.
And we still Idol Encore winner.
Live with Kelly and Mark tomorrow night on Channel 9.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I am Uncle Dan's giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third row legroom. Get 3.9% APR financing for 60 months on new 2023 Atlas Family SE Tech models. Limited inventory available.
Oh, look at tonight's pitching decisions presented by Sage. And after that air, Spencer Strider really settled in.
Yeah, he sure did. Not bad, obviously, about that inning that he had, but he's found something after that point. Had the fastball up and down the zone, the slider, that good finish outside of the strike zone. The first 2 innings, 4 hits, couple walks, 5 strikeouts, last 4 innings, hit 6 strikeouts. So really found something there in the latter part of the game. So hopefully that's what he builds on.
And hopefully the bullpen can keep this right where it's at. Colin McHugh coming in here for the 7th inning.
Come on, Colin. Put up a 0.
And the second-year Brave will face the top of the order, Betts, Freeman, and Smith. Betts has doubled 1 and struck out. Obviously, all of those against Strider. 1-0.
Come on, C. Colin McHugh's cutter just seems to be moving more off the plate.
He's missed on the first 3 pitches here of the night.
It's not moving for a strike. It's moving off the plate so they don't offer as it.
And he puts Mookie Betts on.
Leadoff walk on 4 pitches. I'm sure this is gonna end well. Ugh.
Freddie last night hit the 301st homer of his career. If you count the postseason and that homer last night, Freddie's hit 75 homers in this ballpark, most out of any player. Ronald Acuna is next with 68 of them at Truist Park. Left center, Rosario drifts back, and just in front of the track, he's got it for the first out.
Fly out.
I was about to hit 76.
Glad he did. And stay tuned for the stretch presented by Georgia Natural Gas coming up after 2 more outs. Will Smith's had a nice ball game, driven in 3.
See, it's cutting off the plate where it's not even offerable. That's
McHugh brings a much different look out of the bullpen. Single the other way for Will Smith, and he has a 3-hit night. Ronald bobbles it, but Betts cannot advance to third.
Will Smith's taking revenge out on the baseball tonight.
Hole open on the right side, he just shoots it through.
And here's Max Muncy, 0 for 3 tonight. And he gets the first strike called in there, 0-1. And quickly 0-2. So if there's one thing Max has struggled with in his career, it's against breaking pitches. It's just 120 against the curveball and under 200 against sliders as well. That one downstairs.
That's one of those things. You'll see him clip some of those for big, long home runs. But majority of the time, if you can execute that pitch, there's a hole there.
McHugh with a 1-2. And it breaks down and in, 2-2. No, it found the bat of Muncy, and the count stays the same.
Good pitch there by C, but fouled it off. After all those breaking balls.
Hot start in Toronto on a bullpen day. Struggled a little bit, but 6 hits and 3 runs. But his 2 outings since, both against Seattle, combined for 2 inning scoreless. Muncy to right, Acuna back. And it's off the wall. That's had to wait, but now he turns and heads home. And he scores, and it's 5-1.
Double off the wall. Or single off the wall, I guess.
Well, Jeff, you talked about it. That's an example where Muncy waited and took that breaking ball for a long single.
And you can see this one kind of just
Hung.
he went out, got it, give him credit. Yeah, Ron played that ball perfectly off the wall, and actually did. Marcia makes a throw on the right side of the plate here. I think he's got it on actually.
Yeah, that wasn't the greatest throw I've ever seen Arcia make.
So they are at the corner, still just 1 out, and now J.D.
Leadoff walks every time. Phew. Can't beat yourself with walks and errors and really bad recipe.
Just like last night, we're getting some of those "Let's Go Dodgers" chants, and the Braves fans start booing back at them. Colin McHugh gives a 1-2 pitch, and he misses low and away.
Not executing the pitch.
The big inning was the 3 spot in the second for LA. Now they're trying to do some more damage here in the seventh with one already in. Little flare to right center. Ronald coming over, he's got it. And they won't test his arm. Will Smith, catcher speed, he stays at third, 2 out.
Good.
That's a smart move.
Selfishly, I was hoping
5-1.
but he did not.
5-1. We're losing bottom 7. Second and third, 2 outs. Or top 7, second and third, 2 outs for them. Strider had a rough second inning. But that was highlighted by a Matt Olson error that would have ended the inning. But then had Betts 0-2. Well, ended up walking him. Intentionally walked Freddie and gave up a 2-run single to 2-run double to Will Smith after Jason Hayward led off that inning with a solo homer. So, yeah. Definitely not ideal. Yes, ew is a good description. Yeah. Every mistake we've made, the Dodgers have capitalized, and we've had like 9 or 10 3-ball counts, and yeah. We can score in the first inning, but we can't score any other inning for whatever reason. I mean, you got to credit the pitchers a little bit. They made some good pitches. We've had good at-bats, but just haven't executed enough, and is what it is. Especially against the Dodgers, you got to play super clean, and we haven't. But everybody's super overreacting about Spencer, and he had 11 strikeouts. Just one bad inning, kind of like Schuster the other night against against Texas. So and we're making the Dodger bullpen that's supposed to be their weakest point. Making them look like Dennis Eckersley.
I'm stepping the heck out of the booth, and we're going to have maybe a guest or two.
Since we're playing the Mets, in honor of playing the Mets, I'll be Larry now.
Have our meeting on the golf course today, that day of the game.
I think that if we play golf that day, we might not show up until like 10 minutes before we go on air. So is that okay with the powers that be?
I can't wait for this. This is going to be so much fun. I know that Chipper's going to be called Larry. I don't know who's going to be the point man, either that's Jeff or Tom, but I just can't wait for
He's
this.
a full concert, love the sound of their own voice. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who's going to take the play-by-play, but there's going to be a ton of stories. You better not miss. It's going to be hilarious. Steve Roller, speaking of experience, of course.
Yep. Hopefully you jump back on and we're coming back. But this, as I like to say, this game does not have the feel. For sure, but
Yeah, so the broadcast of the 8th between the Mets and the Braves, it'll look more like this. with two better-looking guys in here, Chipper and Joe Schultz. Well, maybe one.
Offensively, yeah.
That's going to be fun, and I know you guys love them.
We only have 4 hits. The score is 5-1. Spencer gave us a lot of chances, but we were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, and again, we've had I want to say 11 3-ball counts, but nothing to show for it. So it's yeah, a little bit dead. I guess you could, a little bit sleepy.
Saw him as well last night. So he's in for the 7th year to face Albies Ozuna and Arcee in the scheduled hitters. Let's see if the Braves can get something going. It has been quiet tonight offensively for Atlanta. 1 run on 4 hits. Well, that's not going to help. Barehanded by Guerrero. One away.
You didn't need to bear him up. Yeah, it really doesn't look like it tonight, though, and that'll put my record at 1-4-1. I'm just not choosing the right days. I know it's not my fault, but still, I mean,
Yeah, there's a slider to start off last night. If you remember, he got about 99, shot it down the right field corner under the 8th for that RBI double.
Another foul ball here in the same spot.
but the Mets and Phillies are losing currently, so that helps.
Well, we were wondering earlier in the last at-bat if Will Smith had pushed back at all tonight, and that's tonight on the right. It does look like he backed up a little bit.
Yeah, it does from that shot. Sure looks like he did. Yeah, you got to really slow that down. Look where kind of, the pitch clock is in the back, but he definitely moved back, I think, about 4 or 5 inches.
I got a called strike 3 there at the bottom of the zone.
Now you call it 3 seconds. Oh, okay. Yikes. All right. You waited like 5 seconds.
I know this is shocking. I would have wanted it. And you probably would have gotten it, Tom. The bullpen has retired the first 5 they had faced. And if you go back to when Miller was finishing off his appearance, it's now 10 in a row set down by Dodger pitching. 3-1 to Orlando Arcia, who's 0 for 2. That will break the string of 10 straight breaks.
There we go. Base hit. Woohoo!
Arcia with a single to left. Time for our Coors Light Beating the Pressure feature. Spotlights the Braves' success this year against fastballs, and that was a fastball that Arcia just got a base hit on.
Yeah, add to those numbers there. Trailing only the Cardinals in slugging percentage and OPS. And Ronald and Sean Murphy both rank in the top 10 in the NL and OPS on fastballs.
And the first pitch misses inside to Sam Hilliard, and out goes Will Smith to talk to Rayrol.
That's a good visit by Smith. He had 2 quick outs, big strikeout of Ozuna, and then he come back, go 3-0 right away on Arcia, give up a base hit, and then immediately fall behind. So just a good reminder here, this inning's not over. Let's go.
And speaking of fastballs, Sam had a couple loud homers earlier this year on fastballs. Maybe he could send one to the chop house here and cut this lead in half. One and two. He has already struck out twice tonight as the Braves center fielder.
Well, this is what happens when you face real pitching. I mean, yeah, youngsters, and we got them early, but we couldn't get them anymore, and it's not. Faced a lot of hard pitching recently, so. Miss it. Fall. You'd think with Miller and Stone, but when you can't tack on, it puts extra pressure, and the Dodgers lineup, and they've taken advantage of our mistakes, and been a lot of them collectively.
So unbelievable because I'm just 20 years old. Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all your favorite beach activities, like spike ball, whitewater rafting, shrimp boils, wave fishing, or hiking with the locals.
It's one of them days, but I keep.
Right now, it's a new 2023 Toyota RAV4 LE for just $319 a month for 36 months. That's just $319 a month on the Toyota RAV4.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places. For 5-star backyards, yellow and brain pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it. Open up the melody with a kick of spice.
Whew, this is a.
And let the bourbon sing. Tune up to 99.
Atlanta Braves Baseball is brought to you by the Xfinity 10G Network. The future starts now. And by the All-South Highway Safety Team. Play it safe, slow down. Dodgers up 4, on we go to the 8th. The Kids Club Day returns this season, Sunday, June 11th. Activities
I only have 7 hits, but made them count.
Braves.com/Kids your seats. Michael Tonkin is on for Atlanta. So McHugh pitches the 7th, and now Tonkin on in the 8th. And Tonkin for most of this year has been really good. Last outing, his toughest of the season. Saturday against Seattle in that bullpen game, he did give up 5 runs, 3 earned.
Yeah, his numbers still really good despite that.
Has Tom won a game 1 week when he's in the booth? Maybe that's it. Maybe he's the problem.
Peralta's 0 for 3. All of those at-bats were against Strider. Sean Murphy out to talk to Tonkin.
Yeah, he saved him there in 1 second.
And the old pitch clock. The pitch clock was expiring. I'll see you later.
It might be caught again.
I got nothing.
Keep going. 0-2. Weak lead down the first base line, and somehow stays fair. But that popped out of the mid of Olsen.
What?
He applied the tag, but Peralta, the force of him running down, just jarred the ball free, and he's safe.
Oh my. He tagged him first.
And it's ruled another error on Matt Olsen. So
Huh.
both Braves errors tonight on the first baseman.
That was a weird play.
That was a very strange play. All the way around.
Oh, Matt.
They don't afford at this point to give up much, if anything more. Outman swings through it 1-1. Checked out, he did not go, says Alan Porter. Well, the way the Braves came out yesterday, the bottom of the first, scoring 4 times, you thought, here we go. But since then, really, the Dodgers have controlled the series to this point.
Oh my God. It's about to open up the floodgates again. And a really weird, dumb error at that.
Tonkin's 3-1 is in there for a strike.
Another pitch they wanted to figure out and not kind of look to drive.
Yeah, not sure what he's looking for. But he pops that one up. Ozzie waits for about a half hour, and then he takes it. One away. Another up the pop-up. That's right. Yeah, wait a minute.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
I think he now has the 4 highest pop flies in this series so far, all off his back. Since the Braves won in the NLCS against these Dodgers 2 years ago, they won both of the regular season series last year, did LA, and now try to clinch a series win here tonight in Game 2 against Atlanta.
That's a strike, dude.
That would look good, huh? Didn't get the call.
If you're gonna call the one you called on Ozuna, that is 1,000% a strike.
I'll tell you, last year was a real shocker that neither of these two teams were involved later in the postseason. You would have thought that was going to happen again in 2022.
Yeah, they both got beat by division rivals they're leaving the Padres knocked out the Dodgers.
And that was after the Dodgers last year won 111 games. Franchise record. Rojas on one hot Tennessee. 4-6.
Great double play.
See if that sparks the bats out of the bottom of the inning.
People ask, why bad boy? It's simple. Every bad boy mower and every bad boy tractor are built from steel and built tough to the same standards that have made the bad boy brand legendary. Not only for toughness, but for power, for strength, for performance, quality, and comfort. Because of why you are the house of Ford legend, Bad Boy. We don't need to tell you who we are. With over 6,000
How about like we bat around and we score 5?
we create jobs, connect our schools, and our favorite sports teams. We support business, shop at the same stores, eat at the same places, many of which we're proud to call customers. We're Spectrum, your local internet, TV, and mobile provider. We're committed to sharp because this is home. South Charlotte Hyundai is bigger, better, and ready to serve you. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility for a customer experience that is second to none.
Oy, oy, oy.
Hyundai models you want in stock and ready to be delivered to your home. All new Hyundais come with America's best warranty and Hyundai insurance. Whether it's service or sales, you'll be taken care of by our knowledgeable staff and always given a transparent customer experience. We look forward to serving you at South Charlotte Hyundai. Se habla español.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Georgia Natural Gas. Live the greener life. And by Racetrack. Here with whatever gets you going.
Bottom 8 we go. Braves offense back to work, trailing Dodders 5-1. Let me try that again. And just the guy you want leading things off, Russell Jr., Spencer Strider calling him the best baseball player in the league right now. Certainly a guy he's glad to have on his team. He is leading off innings with 6 home runs this season, which leads the majors. And as you check out our Stat Pass 3D presented by Google Cloud, this is the home runs Ronald has had since April 14th. 9 of them, and the average distance of those gentlemen, 446 feet. So maybe we're going to see another one right now.
Certainly the Braves could use it. Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, that's impressive. The length and how far he's hitting the ball.
Come on, Rennie.
That's 2 homers, 455 feet and 454. It was Monday, Tuesday last week, and there he takes a pitch in for a strike.
When you see
Great.
no chance of even the 5-1 game, he's bringing explosive grounder off throws.
And Almonte, all 3 guys, Jeff, threw yesterday, so you're right. It's the same formula for these Dodgers.
Yeah, just switched around. Yesterday, Phillips came in and what Jay Roberts thought was the biggest part of the game. When the Braves had first and third and no outs. Now here he is to face the heart of the order in the bottom of the 8th.
Acuna with a 12-game hit streak on the line. And he's not going to get a hit there. Down and swinging.
Oh.
Eventually puts 2 fastballs away to get into the count 1-2. Throttle followed off and then a nasty slider.
Time for our Georgia Natural Gas Greener Life Impact player, and it is Matt Olson. 7th inning or later this season, the numbers have been really good for Matt. Left center, got underneath it. And Peralta dances back to take it, and they're quickly 2 away.
Just missed.
Sean Murphy to face Evan Phillips, who, as I mentioned last night, actually briefly debuted with the Braves in 2018. Then he got sent to Baltimore. They released him. Landed in Tampa Bay. They designated him for assignment. Nobody wanted him. The Dodgers claimed him off waivers at the end of 2021, and he's really found his groove ever since.
They don't sometimes click.
Perseverance. And he got Murphy to chase one.
Well, you should see the depth of that pitch. Never seen Murphy go outside zone too much like that. That ball was a foot and a half off the plate.
Murphy stays away from that one. 2 balls and a strike.
No, that's not a strike. I don't care what the score is. That's not a strike.
I just noticed Jim Wolf won't play umpire. He's like the Major League Baseball version of Ed Hockey.
Trust me, he's got the gun show out every time.
And that extra medium top he's got on there. Medium, medium. 3-2. That would pull on. Murphy will take first base.
Good eye.
Here's a quick message from Zach Smith.
Getting a big Zax snack is as easy as 1, 2, free with the Zax Smith app.
Yeah, that one did first sound better than Ed Hockey, man, with the gun sticking out.
Full extension flex. Austin Riley, driven in the Braves' only run of the game, all the way back in the first for that RBI double. This one gets by Smith, so Murphy in scoring position. And Jeff, I feel like for Austin, he's starting to put some better swings on the baseball.
Well, I said last night was a perfect example. He turned on 97 off this guy right here after a bunch of sliders. And of course, tonight you get 2 first-pitch sliders and you squirt up 100 left center gap, and you start to show me your lot when you're doing those things.
Fouls this one back to the net.
He didn't have to joke. You could tell he saw it, he recognized it, just a little late to get to it. But again, for me, I'm seeing a lot better swings, a lot better at-bats from Austin.
Phillips trying to keep this a 4-run ball game here. 2 down, 1-2, and Austin lays off.
Good take.
Lays off again, count full. If there's another batter, Eddie Rosario waits next. Phillips with the 3-2. And Riley fouls it. Found his bat. Left field pretty well struck, but brought
Another 3-2 count and nothing positive happening. Gotta love it. Not.
I wear a few different hats as CFO. You know, sometimes it's referred to as chief fixing officer. Wherever there's a fire in the business, you know, I'm often
Goodness gracious.
I think that's the bit that I really enjoy and love. It kind of spreads more widely than finance.
Whatever hat CFOs like your mind need to wear, Sage has tools and insights.
Goodness gracious.
Sage, helping business well. You and our state law enforcement to move at the same state troopers of North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee work hard to ensure your safety on our roads of the South. That means everyone in your vehicle should buckle up every time. Because on every trip and every time you travel in the South, we want you to arrive. A message from the Old South Highway Safety Team. Do you hear that? It's the sweet sound of summer at Racetrack. If you're trading at Busy Peeling or you're swinging to hit summer savings out of the park, head to Racetrack, buy any 20-ounce bottle of soda, and pick up another for just $1. To keep sipping on savings all summer long. Now that's a home run of a deal. Whatever gets you going.
Great Scott, where am I to put my eats? We should have picked both. Hamilton, you must cease that incessant kicking.
I say Nick.
I need to switch my legs.
You need to stay in your seat, sir.
You know God.
No.
We permanent distractions.
Good for you. I won! Upgrade!
So many 3-ball outs.
Atlanta Braves baseball is brought to you by the Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. And by Delta Airlines. Keep climbing. Spencer's driving with 6, and he struck out 11. A 3-run in second inning. That's really the main difference right now. Another run in the 7th. It's 5-1 Dodgers as we go to the 9th. Top of the order, talking back out there to pitch for Atlanta. A series that always has a lot of hype. But the Dodgers so far have taken the air out of the proverbial balloon here in Atlanta.
Yeah, just
And Betts fouls it off 1-2. Bounce to Riley, back to Bob. He's got that strong arm, and he takes care of business. Here's a quick message from Alpha Insurance.
Hit a home run on your insurance needs an Alpha.
Former friend of the program, Freddie Freeman, who's 0 for 3 tonight, did receive an intentional free pass in the 2nd.
That's where it's such a huge advantage of a third baseman like Riley to have that strong arm. Most guys, you got to kind of charge that ball with Betts. He's able to take the step back knowing that he can get it across and out.
And it produces the first out here in the 9th. In the bottom of the inning, the Braves will have 5, 6, 7 scheduled to try to get a come from behind. Started. And hopefully it'll just be a 4-run deficit. So you try to keep
yeah.
Got one done.
Go ahead. Nobody's on. You're good.
Oh,
Very nice.
That's a strike 2 and
it's
2.
what you wrote on the bridge.
Yes.
And I even did your signatures.
That's kind of how I wrote it.
No, you didn't.
I mean,
I got it on. I got it off the thing. You wrote yours sideways and took me forever to write Karen like that.
we didn't have to
But
read.
there's one.
Hold on. I'll send it to Hudson. So
Mhm.
I'll zoom.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I haven't done the second one yet.
Yeah, nobody's on. This
Oh, you should.
a bit of a dud, but
Yeah. Well, and you look like a maniac.
oh, thank you.
Maniac.
If somebody,
Okay, well, anyway, there's one. And I'm putting that's why you can do this glass.
Yeah.
You can bright, you can take out, you can bright, you can. Yeah, so I don't know. That may not be Karen's because, of course, we want to do hers a little fancier.
That could be mine.
Yeah. We'll see. I loved it though. I got on her.
Yeah.
For your to get that quote that y'all wrote on the bridge.
Yeah.
Now Will Smith. Smith's done a lot of damage tonight. 3 hits, 3 runs driven in. Going over his Hilliard, even though he was shaded to right center, he's able to track that down.
Freddie extends his hitting streak.
That ball hit a little bit harder than what it just died.
Hung up long enough for Hilliard and now Max Muncy. RBI single last time up in the 7th, and then this one made it a 5-1 game.
Man, this game's been grossly annoying.
Who has resurrected his career so far this year in a Braves uniform after being out of the majors for 5 seasons. Trying to get through the top of the 9th inning. But he's behind 3-0 to clean up hitter Muncy.
Four and 0.
Dodders at first and second, and now JD Martinez will get an opportunity. Tonkin, no stranger to longer relief appearances, so 31 pitches, not a huge number for him. Pitch number 32 is a good one to Martinez. Back in the last 2 outings for Tonkin, he threw 50 pitches in relief. In the air to left, pretty well struck. Rosario back.
Well, that's the dagger. 8-1. His 3rd homer of the series. Walks again, come back to bite. Well, at least it only counts as 1. It's a gross one, but it's a 1.
So many similarities between these two teams, and where the Braves seem to separate themselves a little bit with bullpen work, but that has been slim so far.
And the Dodgers bullpen spectacular so far in this series. Hayward to right center, but this one is going to stay in the yard. Acuna takes it, but Martinez with a 3-run homer, 8-1 off of the bottom of the 9th.
Every day, businesses everywhere are asking,
Is it possible?
with Comcast Business, it is. Is it possible to help keep our online platform safe from cyber threats?
So we can better protect our customer data?
Absolutely.
How would we all volunteer for showing anywhere?
We can help with that.
Is it possible
You can help with that too. The Global Secure Networking from Comcast Business. It's not just possible, it's happening. 46 years straight. More than you trusted.
Well,
Trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend. Haul or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built for tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And with that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our family. It's about yours.
Atlanta area Chick-fil-A is so proud to partner with the Atlanta Braves Foundation on the Home Plate Project, helping to fight food insecurity for families in need throughout the communities they serve. More info at braves.com/homeplate.
Dodders, Braves, tomorrow at 6:30 on Mountain Sports South. Don't miss Grand Slam tennis for Paris. As the world's top stars clash on the play for one of the greatest topics in sports. The French Open, coming against May 28th on Mountain Sports and on the Mountain Sports app.
Hey, I'm Adams, host of the Fairways of Life show. Let us take you inside the ropes for unprecedented access.
yeah, a big time rough one, to say the least. But
There's a lot of work to do as we go to the bottom of the ninth, 8-1. It's time for our strong arm, brought to you by John Point Associates, and it is the pitching matchup tomorrow between Gonsolin and
yeah, big time rough one. Haven't had much fun stuff to say, except a lot of frustrating things. So hopefully we salvage one.
And it's Victor Gonzalez on to try to close the door. Gonzalez who missed all of last season with a left elbow injury, had surgery. Trying to work his way back to form. A ball and a strike.
I don't know about that. I think just after the first inning, of course. I don't know. I mean, lifeless, yes, but I just feel we just nah, I disagree. I mean, we won against Seattle. The only series that we looked really bad was the Toronto series, and yeah, I guess you could call this one bad. But we haven't been able to put up enough zeros, and there's still a lot of good at bats, just not getting results. Yeah, it hasn't been pretty, but I wouldn't say it's terrible. I mean, we're still 28-19 after tonight's game, and the Mets and Phillies and Marlins are losing right now. So. Yeah.
He does have a single and double tonight from the left side.
Meaning we're not giving away at bats.
When the guy making his second ever start and first ever start in the first two games and win both, you'd say, yeah, I would take that.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
Not sure you would believe you, but and that will punch out Ozzy Albies. Our second strike, sorry. 3-2 now.
Good night.
That's all you can do. It's a tough start to the series. Ozzie bounces into third. 2-1.
Another 3-ball count and nothing positive.
Nobody's safe. We just want you to feel welcome here. So we don't know.
Goodness.
Get this for you, pal. Now, one right. Let's keep that.
But here on the left looks good, doesn't it? That's for a great
The
day.
buzz cut on the left. I'm going to have to question.
And the wonderful words from my mother and father.
Yeah.
Graduated from Harrison High School. In all seriousness, where in the world did you find that?
Hang up, Paige.
I haven't seen that since the day I graduated from high school. That one was so bad it wasn't sponsored. That's well, that's fitting into an 8-1 loss is to show that money. Fouled up the battles and 1-1. Well, everybody got a jab in tonight, I guess.
Yeah. Felt like we all deserve it. Huggy was kind of an innocent bystander.
Yeah, he was
Small scene, he deserved it.
always.
Smokey over deserves it. I was just trying to have a nice night out with the family.
I feel like we didn't get chipper though.
No, we didn't.
Now somebody came off it. That's true. Braves into their final strike here. Well, tomorrow, as we said, it will be Elder and Gonsolin in Game 3 of the series. And then it will be the Phillies coming to town for the next 4, starting Thursday. Ozuna swings and misses, and that'll do it.
That'll do it. That was ugly. Thanks for joining to those who did. Helps out a lot. Thanks, guys. As always, go Braves, champions forever. But it definitely wasn't a champion performance tonight.
Spencer was on top of his game right offensively. He just couldn't really get anything going tonight. But, this team is